The Board of Trustees for the Town of Mulhall will meet in regular session on Tuesday, October 14th, 2025, at 7 p.m. at the Family Center.
Anya?
Here.
Chris?
Here.
Michelle?
Here. And I make a motion that we accept the consent agenda.
Second. Anya?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes. Next we have the report from the Mulhall Volunteer Fire Department.
I don't know anything.
Everything's in shape. We voted on a new guy Monday night,
A new what?
a new person. First name's Tony, I don't remember his last name. He's getting ready to be, he's marrying Chris Phillips's niece.
Oh, so like a new volunteer?
Yes, yes. sorry.
Gotcha. I was like, a new
A new
chief?
guy.
No.
A new chief, but you don't know who it is? I was a little confused for a minute.
A new person showing interest in.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. I was like,
That was clear as mud.
Yeah.
I was a little confused. And then you said Marion, and I'm like, is he gonna be a chaplain?
Wow.
A new volunteer.
Sorry. My mind's a little foggy. So. Okay, next, discussion, consideration, and possible action in regards to the budget expenditures for September 2025. So it looks like, was that the check, is that for all of the fence that will be applying?
Yes.
And then is the RK&R, was that work over there at the,
Lagoon.
okay.
That pays them off. Those were with ARPA funds.
Okay. And then we paid the auditor for our yearly normal audit.
Yes.
Oh goodness. The building repairs,
Building repair.
yeah.
Oh,
But I know we got that check.
oh, you're looking at the next
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
See how I set that up?
Yeah,
I put that under its own.
yeah. So we could,
Keep up with it.
yeah. So we got the check for the 67 from the insurance company.
Yes. And they're gonna have to talk to Lacey again, she's the adjuster. Because they put in they allowed for the sheet rock, but they did not allow for paint.
So like labor.
And paint material.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, so, Mark is going to have to speak with her and have to get a supplement.
Gotcha. Well, that's fun.
Yeah,
I mean, not fun for you, but. Okay, did y'all have any questions about any of that? Next, we have the Mulhall Planning Commission for their recommendation on the ordinance banning the short-term rentals. Who's doing that? Is someone doing that?
Did you got a question?
No, I mean, was,
Did you want to present your recommendation?
Oh. As a group, we weighed all the pros and cons having bed and breakfasts. We did, for short-term rentals. We did research on some of the other towns. Oklahoma City just recently implemented a 180-day moratorium on theirs so they could re-look theirs over. I think Bethany also, Bethany did that. Now Bethany has no single-family dwelling homes for people who want to move to Bethany because they've allowed too many rentals to come in. We also looked at Hochatown, is that how you say it? Hochatown started out, now it's tourist that's down there by Broken Bow. That's the lake and everything down there. They started out with about 200 of the short-term rentals. Within just a short period of time, it went from 200 to 2,400. Well, they weren't even an incorporated town at that time. They don't have the infrastructure to handle it. They didn't have police, they don't have fire, they don't have the infrastructure to handle all the additional water usage because most of those short-term rentals will bring in hot tubs and all that extra stuff, so they didn't have the infrastructure to handle that. They didn't have the infrastructure to make improvements on any of the roads that go to a lot of those places. So the people in the town there were very upset because they started losing a lot of their potential to have more single-family dwellings. We also looked at the fact that Verbo absolutely does no background check. To rent a Verbo, all you have to have is a photo ID, driver's license, and be 18 years old. No background check. So they have no clue who these people are that are renting. The person that owns it won't have any clue because generally they don't even live in the same city or state. So they just collect their check from Verbo. Second, and then, so we have no idea who those will be rented. We looked at factors of what most of our rentals would be here because we don't have anything to really offer a family to come in here. We looked at the fact that most of it would be college kids renting a place to come in for sporting events, and we don't have police to take care of anything that happens. I know Verbo says no events, no parties, but you tell me how many 20-year-old college kids that you get 4 or 5 of them renting a place, or they go to a ball game, they're not going to invite a bunch of people back for an after football party or something, and I don't want neighbors around me partying all night long. I mean, I have a neighbor now that generally she will let her music until about midnight and then she'll quit. But I've talked to her about it, and she, she's very good about it. But then we also, since her property went up on Verbo, I've received 2 separate letters that come to me in plain envelopes with my name handwritten on them. I open them up and they're offers from property management companies wanting to buy our property. So once they get out, they're going to start. I don't know if anybody else in town or how many have, because we don't have, unfortunately, our people don't come to the meetings. How many of those have gotten those kind of property offers? And they give you just a little bit of incentive to try to, they want to buy it because they can get it for a little bit of nothing compared to what it's probably going to be worth. To get that incentive. The next thing you know, we don't have any homes for our families that want to move here and go to our schools. We have great schools, but if we start losing students, we all know how that works. Your schools are funded by attendance. So many students, so much funding. You start losing students, you start losing funding. Next thing you know, we don't have a school. Hochatown doesn't even have a school. Their kids all bust to Claremont. Broken Bow. But our main factor is protecting our citizens, our young children. We all know, I'm sure everybody here knows about the incident we had down here. We had a very dangerous man in our town down here at a home that's being bought and remodeled. I don't know if he's the one buying the house or he was just a worker. But how are we gonna protect our kids if we don't even know who's in our town? I know that a person renting, I have family that are landlords. They don't rent to somebody until they've done it. That's why they charge you a fee. They do complete criminal background checks, they do credit checks, they know who's renting their property. They want to make sure somebody's going to take care of their property. So the only pro that we could come up with is it could make the town some money, but then would it offset the cost of having to have her spend extra time taken away from city business to worry about that? To fill out forms for that, we would have to get forms for taxes. We would, at that point, we would also have to come back and the town would have to vote on a hotel motel tax. That's the only way we would make money off of it, is if we had a hotel motel tax. So the pros aren't anywhere near what the cons are, and we feel like it's our best interest to save the integrity of our town, protect our children, protect our schools, to not allow short-term rental. I looked her rental up. Her rental for a Friday night and Saturday night is $150 a night. That's $300 a weekend. 4 weekends is $1,200 a month. From what I've seen of what they've done to that place, she could easily rent that place for $1,200 to a nice family. I believe she could, that wanted to bring their kids to school. I see it all the time. People asking, do you got any homes for rent? You got any homes for rent? Well, if we let all these people come in here and start buying up all these homes, we got no homes for rent. We got no homes for sale. So we did that. We do know that an ordinance passed. There is a law that says we would have to give her a certain amount of time to finish out any contracts that she had contracted out, and at that time then she would have to comply with the ordinance. Another thing is that we would have to have an inspector, because every Virgo has to be inspected for fire extinguishers, for smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors. You have to have adequate space for parking for your rentals. There's a lot of things that would require our town, before we could even get started, to technically operate Virgos in our town. And if we show favoritism by allowing one person to do it, we would have to allow anybody to do it. And so we feel like across the board, denial of it would be the best for our town. That's what we came up with, and we voted on it, and we sent it over to you guys to go from there. Anybody got any questions for me?
One, was it for just residential?
No,
Yes,
straight across the board.
Straight across, so even the,
Even commercial. That's like,
commercial.
yeah, even.
We don't
commercial.
have a lot of commercial, but we got a new one now, again, empty.
Yeah, well, it's for commercial, we can't, because if we allowed them, we would have to turn around and allow others, and, now this does not count anybody that has property outside of the city limits.
Oh, yeah.
We can't control that. If they want to build 5 big tiny houses on their property and rent them as Verbos, they can do that. We can't stop that. Samantha, you had a question?
Yeah, I thought it was just residential that we,
Yeah.
Or was it just residential?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry.
residential.
I'm sorry, I thought we,
In the commercial zones, we did discuss that you would be better with bed and breakfast
yes, bed and breakfast. that's
instead
what I
of
thought.
short-term
I mean,
rentals,
we
so.
did split it when we were
Yes,
talking. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, okay, I apologize. I thought we went straight across the board, but.
Well, I think by the time we finished talking, we had discussed that probably bed and breakfast in the commercial zones would be better than short-term rentals anyway, so.
Okay, but now bed and breakfast has different rules than,
They're regulated by the
they're
state.
regulated by the state. You have to live either on the property or in the bed and breakfast, or you have to live within so many feet of the bed and breakfast. So there's different rules. You got people there monitoring it all the time. So if you rent to somebody, you can go kick them out. So, yeah. Yeah, now that we talked about that, we were gonna
Yeah.
talk about a bed and breakfast, but if we start letting that into our residential, we end up with no residential. So, all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the next step would be we'll get with our attorney and have the ordinance drawn up. And then hopefully we get that done by the next meeting, so we can put that, vote on that
You can make the motion.
to accept the recommendation. So, I make a motion, we accept the recommendation from the planning commission to have an ordinance drawn up to ban the short-term rentals in, just in the residential zones.
Anya,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
and Michelle.
Yes. Next, we have Samantha Martin Gordon.
Trouble. All trouble.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I left it blank.
Okay, for 10 years, I've been thinking about this, and when I first tried to do it, I was told it wasn't a good idea. And the second time I tried to do it, somebody said, oh, no, they're gonna do it, and that was in 2017, so I'm doing it. I'm starting the fall festival. That's what I wanna do for next year, and hopefully it reoccurs every year. But what I'm asking the town for is permission for future said festival to use town property for like the ball field or whatever. I plan to rent this building every year that I do it. But like the lawn and possibly the trash. But my idea is pretty much just pretty much going baiting and around, have spots for vendors. And I've already got my packet from the state of Oklahoma, from the Oklahoma Tax Commission, to get my events and promoters license. So all vendors will work underneath my license, and I just have to have them fill out an application like normal, and then charge them the appropriate booth rent, which I haven't decided yet, but I plan on sharing the booth rent with the town. Because I don't know if you guys have any type of permit situation that I would need to apply for or fill out. But if you don't, then I can write a letter of good faith to the town for cleanup and to respect property and all of that good jazz. So that's what I'm asking. I've already got 3 possible sponsors. Both neighbors, east and west, are going to help. And the door's open for anybody to come and help me because I'm going to need bodies. All right, that's what I'm asking.
She shared some of her ideas with me, and I think she's got some great ideas, and I already said I'd help.
She wrote us all in quick, didn't she?
I did, I just pulled the trigger.
What are your ideas?
So one of my main ones is I want to do some kids events because I kind of want it to be not just fall festival but also Halloween-ish because I love Halloween. But I really would love to, if I could pull this off for the ball field, to like almost like with Easter egg hunting, but scattering candy for kids in their little costumes with flashlights to go hunt candy. I think that would be fun. Also have a scavenger hunt that I'm going to turn into a raffle. So I've already written out, and I'll send it to you. I already wrote out my little clues, because I'm sorry, I'm a dork. I love doing this. So, but there's so many different ideas that I want to do, like especially with the vendors, and I'd love to have a haunted parade if I could pull it off. Although I know that my first year will be small, and I have to be realistic about that, but I'm pretty resourceful and I don't shut up. So I'm pretty sure I can nag people into doing what I want. But I thought about like pumpkin painting. I already got 2 face painters that are willing to come set up booths for kids. But thought about a pumpkin painting contest, a pumpkin race. I can get people from local communities to donate pumpkins. I thought about soliciting different, small businesses to donate things for raffles. I'm on the ball. I'm just ready to start doing stuff. So by April, I should have a list of vendors. And do y'all guys have rules on that? I don't know.
I think we do.
Okay, because do y'all have any kind of rules or preference on a possible beer truck?
I mean, if you've got the event license, then.
Yeah, because it would cover that, just the beer vendor would have to have their state license for
Right.
alcohol in Oklahoma, and I'd have to verify it.
But I don't think that can be on town property.
Right, no, I know that can't be on town property, but, the street would be okay, right? I mean, because it's technically public, I'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay within the rules and laws, because I'm gonna do it right, so. But I plan to have food trucks, I would love to have a band, so just fun stuff. I'd like to split it up between daytime events and evening events, do a little night dance, street dance type thing. But Mulhall doesn't have anything since the tornado, other than Mulhall Day. And I'm willing to share all of my resources with Mulhall Day, of course. Everyone. But it's just, I remember Mulhall before the tornado, and I just want fun events, again. All right, said my piece, I'm gonna filibuster you guys. But if you say no, I might come back.
Well, we want to thank you for the interest in doing
Oh, yeah, I've been, like I said, it's been rattling around in my brain for a long time. I've had a lot of time to think about it.
I think a lot of that had fallen over to Mulhall Day.
Yeah,
Oh, I've already said, hey,
Yeah, if you pitched for one, you gotta pitch for the other.
oh, and I plan to, especially like parade stuff or vendors, absolutely.
Yeah.
I plan on, hey, let's do it this way.
And if vendors do good in the fall festival, they'll want to come back for the mall.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been in talks with a lot of people in Stillwater and Guthrie that do these things, and they're giving me just tons of advice, and they're also gonna help me with marketing and spreading the word. And like I said, I have 3 possible vendors. 2 of them I meet in January. Or not vendors, but sponsors, sponsors. So 2 of them I'll meet in January, and I've already got somebody that is willing to donate a whole bounce house, so.
so I'm fine with it. I'm excited with that. So, anyway, we always just have like 2 or 3 people that, want to plan stuff. So we always do Mulhall Day, but I appreciate that we can do things, not just Mulhall Day, but like a fall festival, and then maybe eventually, maybe we can move on into the Christmas season and
Yeah.
do something at Christmas time too. And
That would be fun.
maybe July 4th at some point, I don't know. But anyway, I'm always good with it, so anyway.
Well, another 3 or 4 months, Ryan's beard ought to be long enough to do Santa Claus.
It's gonna make Brian do Santa Claus. It's the grumpiest Santa Claus you've ever had.
So, anybody, Chris, do you have any thoughts?
I say if she can do it, run with it.
Do we need to, do an official thing for that, or?
Oh. Well, yes, let's do it,
Okay.
because that way we can say we did talk about it, she did have our blessing.
Okay, so I make a motion that we grant permission for Samantha to use town property for her fall festival in 2026 and beyond.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anya? Yes. Chris?
Yes.
And Michelle?
Yes. So thankfully, Halloween's on Friday this year. All God's people said amen. So I don't think anybody has a problem with us doing trick or treat on the actual day.
Very good.
So do we need an official motion or we all agree?
I think we are, that's just,
So trick or treat will be on Friday. So if you guys know any country folks that want to come in, I mean, they're welcome to use any of our parking lots. I mean, I'm sure the school's fine if you want to use the school parking lot, or you're welcome to use our church parking lot if you want to come and do a trunk, set up your trunk or treat, hand out candy out of your truck, whatever you want to do. So anyway, I know sometimes the country people feel a little bit gypped. I know my mom always did, so she just comes to my house. So anyway, but I want to put that out there, so you guys don't forget.
FFA is doing their thing again this year
Are they?
with the fairgrounds,
Okay,
like we did last year, the tractor treat or whatever.
okay. So anyway, and that, I think the fire department usually, you guys gonna hand out candy, do you know?
Nothing over.
Okay. And I assume that the Methodists will be doing their hot dogs like usual, so. Their Halloween or their
Costume contest?
I would think that they would, but I doubt that they would do it on that Friday.
That's what I'm wondering. This would be the week before, or?
I would think that they were gonna do it,
You think
but I
they-
haven't heard.
Haven't either.
If we find out, we'll try to get it on Facebook or something. Usually it goes out through the school, but I haven't heard anything. Has Dennis said anything?
Tim, oh, we did busy Friday night.
I haven't talked to
Friday
him.
night.
I haven't asked for one, so. Dennis, my father-in-law's not, I don't know. So. Anyway, next.
We open on Friday night, so like, date night, so Friday night open. Young and gals.
Next, we have appearances. Do we have any miscellaneous?
Well, I did just yesterday receive the paperwork from the Windsor firm.
Okay.
So, I've gotten them to the respective parties. But this is so that did have a good history. Here.
So, where's the highway? Like, which end is the highway? Over here?
Beth's house.
Okay.
Is it 100th Street?
Like, if we make like these streets as wide as they're supposed to be, will people lose their yards?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's got that big ditch, that's part of why it's so big.
And forward. I just never knew the street was so wide.
Not that one, no.
Crazy. So, this is the ballpark over here. Anything else?
We did learn that that easement goes north of Geyser between Beth and us. So the town wants to do something, the fence is in the middle of that, so I'll need some time to get cattle out and fence out. If the, something's.
the fence, Fran?
This one here, easy.
Well, there's nothing for the town.
Right. And you work, the engineers already
The engineer,
given?
no, he's working on it.
Okay, so that's what you're waiting on, is the engineer
Yeah.
report. I got you.
We'll call him again.
Pardon me?
I will call him again.
No.
I know there's a reason. Well, if there's nothing else, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second. At what time, please?
Oh, sorry. 7:30.
And a second. And you,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
and
Yes.
oh,
Undo. Oh.
this is, I just need a signature.
Okay.
Is Communities Unlimited?
Oh, this is under the,
Oh, it's underwater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't forget. Oh, whew, you're ahead of yourself.
That's right, it's underwater. I've lost it.
welcome to the club.
Right?
Hi, my name is Dana. Are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
The Mulhall Public Works Authority will meet in regular session on Tuesday, October 14th at 7:32 at the Family Center.
Okay. Anya,
Here.
Chris,
Here.
Michelle.
Here. And I make a motion, we accept the consent agenda.
Anya,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Michelle.
Yes. Next, we have a report on water and sewer.
Everything's looking good. The lagoons is ready to go for the winter and spring rains. Got all the trees piled up, they're gonna burn in next spring. New fence is in. DEQ's happy. Other than that, kinda boring.
You're like boring.
It's good to know, that means that nothing, never mind, I'm not saying that now. Next, we have a report from the water clerk.
Well, I have two customers that are not keeping to their word, you know, in making payments. So I'm really kind of trying to be nice, but I think nice is, I don't know, I'm working with them, trying to get some money, but it's not looking good. Other than that, everybody else is fine, but I've got two that I'm really having to stay after.
Well, you have whatever you need to do.
Well, I just don't like doing it.
I know. It's tough.
It is. It is.
You have our support though.
Thank you.
Next, we have discussion, consideration, and possible action in regards to budget expenditures for September 2025. And other than audit fees. Should have been an option. Did anybody else have any questions? Do you have any questions?
I don't see that.
What?
What communities are there?
It's
C.
Let's see.
On that agenda.
Oh, I don't have a C. I had to write it in down here. Oh, y'all are seeing the real Debbie tonight. Well, what you see is what you get. I'm tired.
Some days I'm talking on my phone and I'm like, where's my phone? So, yeah, I got it. Next, we have confirmation on the increase in salary for Willis. So, according to our notes from last month, we agreed and voted to increase his pay to $16 an hour.
But we didn't specify, was that for water only or for town and water? And I wasn't assuming. So I just wanted to make sure to get that clarified. That's all I needed.
Okay, well,
I assumed it was for everything.
I just assumed it was across the board.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I needed to hear. I figured, but I wasn't sure. What this is, what did it,
It says confirmation of the increase.
yeah.
Our thing just says agreed to increase his pay rate to $16 an hour, so it doesn't.
It didn't specify. And I-
So do you want to make a new motion and put it in writing?
I mean, we can, if you want us to do an motion.
Yeah, just because.
Okay.
Just give me more to write.
Okay. So, I make a motion that we increase Willis's pay rate to $16 an hour for the town and the water department.
Second.
I was the only one concerned about that.
Cover all your bases.
I have learned. Anya
Yes.
and Chris
Yes.
and Michelle,
Yes.
thank you.
You're welcome. Now, Debbie, we have Communities Unlimited Work Plan for the Mulhall Public Works Authority.
Okay, I've been working with Bradley, his name is Bradley, and he's with Communities Unlimited, and he is trying to get our work rate study done for us. But he's kind of waiting on me for information also. This is just a piece of paper certifying and with the approval and that we accept his technical assistance. There's no charge for any of this, it's all free. His dad has worked with me before. It's a great deal, they help with a lot of things. So,
Part of what they do is they look at our water rates and they tell us like how much we should increase our water rates so that we're in line. So when we apply for grants and things like that, if your water rates are too low and you apply for grants, that is a strike against you when they look at whether they're gonna award you a grant. If your water rates aren't in line, or if you're not charging enough for your water, believe it or not, it's a strike against you. So Communities Unlimited helps you take a look at your water rates and make sure that you're not undercharging, and I suppose in the same that you're not overcharging. So they just want to make sure that you're in line, and that's just one of the things they do. I'm sure they do a lot of other things too, but that's one of the things they help us with, so.
And don't they also compare those our rates with other towns our size? Is that how they do that?
Yes. But we're way under.
Yeah, I knew we were.
We are very on the low side, unfortunately. And we have been on the low side. But I've been increasing it every year, but still haven't increased enough. Now, he's gonna get a hold of it.
Today's day?
Huh?
Today's day?
Yes. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Will he decide what our water rates are supposed to be?
He will
Or suggest?
suggest.
Okay. Okay.
He'll- His dad gave us 3 options. And I think they chose the middle road,
Okay.
so.
We try not to like shock all at once. We try to stay middle of the road, so. The first time we did it, I think we had to come up quite a bit, so we could get some grants going. And then we try to kind of do the steady each year. But anyway, we're still, like she said, we're still way under, but we're getting there, so. Anything else? Next, we have appearances. Is there any miscellaneous?
Nothing I can think.
Well, then, I make a motion to adjourn at 7:14. Second.
Daniel,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
and Michelle.
Yes.
How was that